Hi, it's Cindy Lee, and I'm really excited to be here today. You know, I love starting my morning with a cup of coffee and reading the newspaper. Yes, I still like the hardcore newspaper, and I like to share articles with everyone when I find something of interest. And this one was in the Cedar Rapids Gazette, and it had to do with Beat the Battle of Dry Skin in the Winter. You can see that. Actually, even put some asterisks with it because it was kind of a Q&A type thing, and there were some interesting questions and answers that I wanted to share with you today. So the first one was there a medical reason to worry about dry skin? Well, you'll be happy to know the answer was no, there is not. However, if your skin is so dry that it cracks, then you may be more susceptible to an infection. So I know sometimes my lips would get so dry, and it was just a couple months ago that I tried my first lip scrub, and I am telling you, I am really a fan because it really took away the dry chafe of my lips and left them feeling really, really hydrated. So number one, you don't have to worry about a medical condition. The second thing that they talked about was, drinking more water. I have a couple of things over here in big print so I don't forget to talk to you about them. It said, is drinking more water going to make a difference in your dry skin? And the answer to that was no. And I was shocked by that. I was sure that the answer would be yes. Now, don't stop drinking your water, folks, because I know I drink between 60 and 70 ounces a day, and it's so important that we drink and keep hydrated for so many other reasons. So even though it may not help your dry skin, it's going to help you overall. So get your water in. The third interesting thing had to do with soap. Using soap, what would dry your skin or not? Well, number one, they said if you are a liquid soap fan, which I am, it said be careful not to overuse too much soap, which people have a tendency to do in the shower. I thought that was a little interesting bit of advice. The other part of it talked about fragrances. Now, depending on the ingredients that are in your soap, whether it's liquid or a bar soap, it's always important to check those ingredients. But if you have fragrance in there, it may be more apt to be drying to your skin. So keep that in mind, because I know a lot of brands, they sell, oh, this is so springtime fresh or whatever else. Just be careful of those. Now, if you're using a natural type soap, you don't have to worry about those things because the scent that's going to be a part of those is going to be from the natural ingredients. So say, for example, if you have a soap with peppermint or white tea or lavender, some of those types of things, the scent that's going to be a part of those is just from the natural ingredients, and it is not an added fragrance. So if you're a soap lover and you're looking for something, let me know. I'll give you some information on those as well. But I thought that was really interesting, so I'm going to be sure I don't use too much in the shower of my soap these days. And the fourth one had to do with moisturizers. And what I thought was interesting about that article is they recommended making sure you use something that is non-comedogenic, which means it's not clogging your pores. Now, that is really important. Again, know the ingredients that are going in there because certain ingredients may have a tendency to clog your pores. So that is very important. One of the things somebody talked about, oils and different products that maybe will let your skin feel a little bit greasy. So I love when I get out of the shower, which they did say, just pat yourself dry and using your moisturizer right away when you get out of the shower is important to do. But I love oils. I have really found that face oils have really helped hydrate my skin, keeping it's like a more youthful look to it, and also for a body oil when I get out of the shower. I just started that again a couple of months ago, and I love that. You know how sometimes if your skin's so dry, you can almost like see what I say as a scale, almost like an alligator looking thing? I don't have that now that I've been using my body oil in there. And so if you have really dry skin and that's something you've suffered from, maybe you want to look at a body oil. So send me a note if you have anything going on. Message me or drop a note below and I'll read it. Or I'll also put a link to some of my favorite soaps and oils so that you can check those out if they're of interest to you. Remember, if life gives you limes, be the light. Have an amazing day.